Hi guys, this is Daniel again. In this video I want to talk about my long-term investment strategy into Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. On this channel, my usual focus is on increasing my intelligence, basically finding out ways to increase my intelligence to the maximum human limit. But the reason why I focus on that is so I can use that intelligence to make as much money as I possibly can. I want to increase my intelligence to the maximum human limit, and then I want to make $1 billion with that intelligence. That is my two main goals in life. So in today's video, I want to talk about my long-term investment strategy into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This is a strategy that I created after I had increased my intelligence by 13 IQ points, and after I'd spent hundreds and even thousands of hours researching into cryptocurrency and creating my own longer-term indicators for determining when is the best time to enter the market and when is the best time to exit the market. These are indicators that I created myself. I've actually got a massive Excel spreadsheet that takes into account 20 or 30 different indicators and combines them into one signal that tells me whether I should buy or whether I should sell in this market. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice, what I'm about to say. This is just what I'm doing. This is just signals I created for myself. This is not for anyone to copy. This is just for educational purposes, just for entertainment purposes. So basically, this is my main strategy for how I make money in the cryptocurrency market. So what I've got in front of me right now is the Bitcoin price. So you've probably seen this already. So we've been in a very long downtrend at the moment, basically since April of 2021, but more realistically from November of 2021, it's just been straight down. If you've been in cryptocurrency for a long time, you will know that these sort of bear markets, these sort of big corrections in the cryptocurrency price, these are very common, and they're not really something that you need to be that worried about, because this sort of crash has happened so many times in Bitcoin, so many times in cryptocurrency, and every time it just bounces back. So it's in the nature of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to have these huge crashes and then to have a huge rebound from these crashes. So it's in this nature of Bitcoin and how it moves and how it creates bubbles and how those bubbles inevitably cause crashes. It's in this nature that I've created my long-term signals for determining when to buy and when to sell in this market. So I'll just go back in history and show you the times when my main signal told you to buy and when it told you to sell. So here it is on the graph. Now I've actually got two different signals that I combine into kind of one sort of trading signal. So there's signal 1, which is the launch signal, and signal 2 is just a sell signal. Now, each of these signals, like I mentioned before, these are a combination of about 20 to 30 different indicators, different factors that combine to create each of these signals. Now, these aren't signals you'll find on TradingView or any other YouTube channel, because I created these myself. I created these after spending hundreds of hours increasing my intelligence and then spending hundreds and thousands of hours researching this market and creating these indicators myself for my own personal investment use. Now, I created these indicators in around about 2020. So when I created them, I looked back on the previous market cycles and I created these signals to determine when was a great time to enter in before a huge run and when was a time to exit after a huge run. And the signals I created showed here was a good time to buy in kind of June 2015, and here was a good time to sell in December of 2017. And again in kind of late March 2019 was a great time to buy, and in June of 2019 was a great time to sell. This is what my indicators told me. Now again, I created these in 2020. So I didn't actually trade these moves because I hadn't created these signals yet. So the signals that I actually traded personally were the next ones that came. So the next launch signal that triggered was in May of 2020. So that's when I entered heavily into the Bitcoin market. And when it told me to get out was early January in 2021. So I actually wrote up this entire move here. Now again, I didn't catch these other two moves because I wasn't in the cryptocurrency market at that time, and I hadn't created these signals at that time, but I did catch this entire move right here. So what's interesting, and the whole purpose of this video, is we actually just got another launch signal. Now it's been about 2.5 years since we had the previous launch signal, so I've been waiting for this for a very long time, and we actually just got it as of yesterday. So in terms of my own personal trading and investment strategy, this is what I'm using to invest and trade in the cryptocurrency market. It's kind of like a long-term investment and trading strategy, because you are kind of just investing in the market, but you're investing at optimal times and you're getting out if it tells you to get out. So apart from today, this signal was only triggered 3 other times in history. And if you can look back at the other 3 times this launch signal triggered, they were basically the perfect time to get into the market, after the price had already bottomed and before it was about to go on just a really big run. Now, what am I expecting to happen after this launch signal? I'm not expecting it to be a multi-year bull run. I am expecting much higher prices for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency longer term, say 5-10 years from now. But in terms of the next 1 to 2 years, I'm not necessarily expecting massively higher prices. I actually think this launch signal might be closer to to, say, this launch signal here that happened in 2019. This was a much smaller signal. I think that's more realistic to what we can expect in the next couple of months here. Now, it won't necessarily play out exactly like this. As you can see, the time before these signals complete is very variable. So this signal in 2019, it only took 3 months before the signal completed. In 2020, it took about 7 months before it completed. And 2015 to 2017 was over 2 years before the signal completed. So just because this has flashed a launch signal as of today, it doesn't mean that prices are going to go massively higher in the next couple of months. Again, it could take multiple years. But what it suggests to me is that this is highly likely to be a very good time to enter the market. Now, again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm personally doing. This is an indicator that I created for myself, and I've just decided to share it with you guys here on this channel. I was thinking about creating a separate channel just for cryptocurrency content, but I think I'll just update you guys here on this channel whenever the launch signal triggers and whenever the sell signal triggers. I'll just update you here, and any other thoughts I've got on cryptocurrencies, shorter term trading moves, I'll just update you on this channel rather than creating a whole new channel just for that. So what I'm personally expecting is something closer to 2019, but not quite as big a move as that. I actually think it might go up to, say, 45,000, maybe 50,000 in the next few months. If it is a faster signal like in 2019, that would be the peak. So it actually tripled in 2019 from the time when the launch signal triggered. It went from about 4,000 to 12,000. I'm not expecting it to triple again. That would get us basically back to the all-time highs. I'm expecting maybe a double, so maybe back to 40,000, maybe 45,000, something like that. And based on my sell signal as well, that would likely trigger the sell signal if it did get to, say, 45,000 in the next couple of months. So this is just something I thought was very interesting because I have been waiting for this for about 2.5 years now for another launch signal to trigger. So I just thought I'd let you guys know my main strategy for investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I've got a heap more videos planned about increasing intelligence, business, trading, all of those sort of topics. I've actually been quite busy this last month just focusing on business, so I haven't had much time to create videos, but I'm still going to be putting out a lot more videos to come. Maybe every week or two I'll be uploading a new video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with things I'm learning about increasing intelligence, things I'm learning about trading, long-term investing, my personal strategies for making money. If you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to the channel.